myself up for it, and I got checked by a friend whenever I was just being very unkind to myself, and she just said, "Would you speak to your niece the same way that you speak to yourself?" And I said, "Of course not, because the things I say to myself are not true when it's, put in the perspective of my niece." She said, "Well, it's not true about you either. But whenever you say those things, she's watching you, and she picks up on those things, and that's not really setting a good example." So I went home and I ended up writing this song. We call it Words of Wisdom, but I call it Bay's song for my niece Bailey. It goes a little bit like this. She's beautiful, don't mean she's stolen that from you. Be careful, little ears, what you hear, 'cause there's some things I tell myself that would have you in tears. And if there's one thing I wish you'd come to know, from hanging on to every word I say, it's that sticks and stones may break your bones, but words still leave it. She'll learn how to love herself by how she watches you love you. Be careful, little mind, where you roam, 'cause it don't matter where it goes. The heart is sure